everyone. I am Lindsay Ferrier with CafeMom, and I'm joined by Sarah Stewart Holland, another mom, and she's here to tell us her story.
Okay.
And you've got a very interesting story, and it's one that a lot of Americans can identify with.
Mm-hmm.
You all were sailing along as a family, and your husband lost his job.
Yes.
Tell us about that. What happened?
Well, it was kind of totally unexpected. He got this job and we were so excited. It brought us back to Paducah. We were very happy there. And just a few weeks before Thanksgiving, he ended up losing his job.
So what changes did you all make right off the bat?
We stopped spending money. We just stopped spending money, period. I think I learned finally to really completely reevaluate my relationship with money, within my family, within my marriage, within my personal life, and it was a very powerful experience. Particularly with our children, it made us think, what are we teaching them? You know, because we really had to reevaluate it over Christmas, which is a big deal. And I wrote about Christmas without consuming and presents, and I just started to step back and think, what am I teaching my children about jobs? Why you go to a job? What you should get out of a job? What am I teaching my children about money, how to spend money, when to save money? And I don't think it brought a whole level of conscientiousness to those decisions and that thinking that I did not have before.
Well, tell me how this experience has made you look at the unemployed differently.
You don't see just statistics and you don't see just faces. You see people that you're like, oh, they're like me, or they're going through something similar to me. And it just brings a whole level of empathy and compassion that, I mean, it's not necessarily that you didn't have before, but it's like you just couldn't connect in that way before.
You have a really unique perspective in that you worked in Washington for a
Mm-hmm.
time with politicians, and now you're going through some of the issues that politicians talk about.
Yes.
Do you feel like there's a level of disconnect between Capitol Hill and real American families?
That's so hard. Okay, if you're consumed with politics and you're consumed with the DC life, it's hard to take a step back, even though you care about your constituents, or the staffers care about those issues, and they really sincerely do have a passion for these things, most of them.
Well, if you were given the job of going to Washington and popping that bubble, what would you do? What changes need to be made? Because so many CafeMom members feel like there's a huge disconnect, and like their elected officials have no idea of what their lives are like.
Right. I feel like if I was there, I would try to just get along better, agree, compromise. We all compromise in our daily lives, and Congress shouldn't be any different.
So now that you are back in real life in Paducah, Kentucky, what message do you have for Washington as a mom?
I would say that they need to be less concerned with winning elections and more concerned with the issues we all face today. I think that there's too much focus on, you know, it's hard, like I said, everyone wants to keep their job, whether you're a congressman or a custodian, but I think that, you know, everybody focuses on if you really do what you love and if you really try to follow your passion or follow the issue you care about instead of what you think your constituents care about, or, you know, then maybe the success in the voting booth or the success in the polls will happen, as opposed to focusing on creating that artificially, I guess.
All right, you've made a lot of great points,
Thank you.
Sarah. Thank you for joining us today.
Yes, thank you so much.